Hello, welcome back. So we have a little bit of a problem, and let me show you what it is. We have, other than the flyaways, but it's okay. We have a freezer problem. It's full. It's very, very full. Here, it's full there. Look at that. There's no space at all whatsoever. And let me show you my second freezer. So the second freezer is just as bad. Ta-da! There's a little bit of space here and there, but I couldn't do a shop and like come back with items to be frozen. It would not fit. I wouldn't be able to go do a regular shop and go grab meat and stuff and have space for it. So we are doing a pantry clean out, a freezer pantry clean out. We have fresh garden produce coming in daily, so that should also help. We have very, very full pantries. I'm not gonna go ahead and show everything. I have a bunch of legumes. I have a bunch of pasta and powdered juice, quinoa. I have a bunch of oatmeal and like junky pasta like mac and cheese and stuff. Some extra sauces here too. My baking supplies are pretty stocked up, so that's good. I've got some applesauce. I've got a few items down here, the Play-Doh that we hide from the toddler, you know. That's what everybody has in their pantry. And then here I've got some coconut oil tahini, and these are basically the snacks that get half used and not really finished, so we're gonna end up finishing those. Last time that we did this got pretty empty, so I'm excited for that. Oop. And then in the fridge, I have an ear infection, so bear with me. We have cereal on top. That's also cereal. Also cereal, and just like a bunch of open chips, crackers, snacks, stuff like that. Let me flip you around. So this is the state of my fridge. I kind of cleaned it, but I kind of didn't. And we use it daily. I cleaned it yesterday, and now it looks like this. So I mean, it is what it is. We have some Becel butter. I asked for a butter dish for my birthday or for whatever holiday that they want to buy it for me. I asked my family for it because I really like having butter on hand, or this is margarine technically, but I like having butter on hand, but I don't have anything cute to hold it in, so it just ends up looking like all gross. Anyways, a little bit of yeast. These are udon noodles, very delicious. This is my husband's chocolate from his birthday. Lots of jams and jellies, relish, peanut butter, more jams and jellies. We've got plum sauce, we've got lemon juice. This is just mayo. I put it in a squeezy bottle because I end up making dinner one-handed a lot. This is some balsamic glaze, soy sauce. That's sriracha mayo. This is mustard mayo. Again, same concept, just a mix of mustard and mayo because I use this quite often on my food. Some ranch, ketchup, Caesar. This is mayo and Italian dressing. And then that one is mayo and sweet. What are you? What are you called? Let's find out. Aha, sweet red chili sauce. Sriracha, Frank's, zesty Italian, and we have vegetarian hoisin sauce. That's not mold. That just got me. I was like, oh my god, that's not mold. That is my cardigan in the back. On top here we've got cheese. This is like the cheese section. We've got cheese and cheese slices, some cream cheese, and then I've got a little bit more margarine in the back, some sour cream. This needs to go. Beets, queso, salsa, and in the back here I've got some homemade granola. Not much, but I gotta use it up. 2 mayos. Who knows how that happened, but it did. Some pineapple that will be gone by tonight that I got on clearance. Some blueberries. These are McDougal style burgers. We love these. These are mushroom oat burgers. We absolutely love them. A granola bar that I made this week with peanut butter, maple syrup, granola, a little bit of cereal, cinnamon, and chocolate. The rest of my daughter's applesauce from this morning, a tiny strawberry from the garden. This has to go. That is some salad dressing for salads, some leftover meatballs, some peaches, roasted peaches for my salads. This is tahini dressing for salads. like I told you, we have a lot of garden produce coming in, so it's salad station in here. I've got some angel food cake that I got on clearance. This is my daughter's leftover dinner from last night. This is leftover rice, and this is the leftover from last night. I need to get a top on that because I left it in the fridge to cool and then completely forgot to cover it because we ate really late last night. And then I have buns, 2 packages of tortillas. They're basically done. I think I only have 2.5 left. Maple syrup. I just restocked this yesterday. So we've got peaches, nectarines, 1 single orange, and like 4 apples. But all of the base of this is nectarines because that's the only fruit my daughter will eat right now. So I stocked up. This is more of that applesauce. So we're going to put those together. And then we have eggs. Oh, a lonely ticket. Go with the bread. And then we have garden produce. So I've got 2 containers of mushrooms. I got these at Walmart for 94 cents last week. So we're going to have some of that tonight. So mushrooms. These are green beans, purple beans, yellow beans, sweet peas, and these little guys are radish pods. So those are from our garden and from our friend's garden up the road. I've got a few onions left and one that's already started. I've got a few potatoes that I actually need to transfer over into this bin. Let's do that now before I forget. I have 3 tomatoes. Currently 2 cucumbers, but we just brought 5 of them over to our neighbors. That's just sand from the potatoes, guys. It is what it is. Unless I scrub them all individually, I'm gonna have sand in here. It is what it is. We wash all our produce before we use it, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zucchinis from the garden, a bag of carrots, and a bag of cabbage. So again, that's from the potatoes. Then we have, I'm trying to think. And then we have here, I have flour, I have some whole wheat flour, I have some white flour, I have some glutinous rice flour, I have some chickpea flour, I've got lentils, some more quick oats, more flour, that's rice, This is rice. This is a little bit of rice. Like, I'm doing this so that I can finish off the little odds and ends. This is just flour that I do need to come back and pick up. More rice, olive oil, vinegar, more rice. And I've got sugar in the back, a little bit of oil, and more rice. So this is pretty much everything. So that's pretty much everything that we have on hand. I'm gonna put this away because my daughter's on the edge of waking up and I know it. But that's pretty much everything that we have on hand. I didn't go into major details. I know some people take everything out of their pantry. I don't have the time for that with a toddler running and it being a holiday today. Truthfully, I just want to get the challenge started and get to it, you know? I just want to let it begin. So we will be adding on $35 maximum of a restock that we are allowing weekly. I just picked up some stuff yesterday, so we should be pretty much clear for up until Sunday. We have lots of fruit, lots of vegetables, dairy on hand. I have an ear infection, so the dairy is going to be very minimal, to be honest, or at least in my plate, because my husband and my daughter could survive off of dairy, and yet I eat too much of it and I get ear infections galore. What else? I have tons of grains. I've got a bunch of potatoes. Like, starch-wise, we are good. Condiment-wise, we are good. We've covered all our bases, pretty much. So, we are starting today. Why did we go with 35? Because if I don't go into a store and I just do online shopping, I can hold myself to that 35. Most of the times, once the taxes come in, it's like 36. I'm not going to get mad if I go over by $1. But no more than 36 something, so no more than $37 a week is my limit. I want to add on that we are spending $36 on food, but I will also be trying to add in anything like shampoos, conditioners, deodorants, toiletries to this, but not dog food and not cat food, although we just restocked on those, so we should be good for a while. I'm not counting in clothes, and I'm not counting in household expenses. That's about it. So this is just to keep us from buying more of things that we do not really need and using up the things that we do have on hand before they reach their best buy date. So we did this a while back. I think I went 3 weeks, and then we were starting to run out of meat, and then I did a restock on meat, and that lasted us quite a while. But it's just the fact that once you start running out of meat, it gets a little harder. But we've been eating a lot more fish. We've been eating a lot more non-meat proteins, so more plant-based proteins, more vegetable proteins, legumes, things like that. So that has been helping also. I will be trying to take a video out every day, just because if I hold too many back to back, I tend to just not want to post them, and the editing becomes way too hectic. Will the editing be perfect on all of them? No. Has my editing ever been perfect? No. Will my voiceovers be perfect? No. We constantly have a fan or an AC on, so sorry about any extra noises. But we live our life and we bring you along for the ride. So if you're into that kind of stuff, stick around, hit that subscribe button, and join us on this little adventure that we are about to have. I will show you guys the garden. I'll go into a little garden tour so that you guys can see the extent of what our garden offers. I'm telling you right now, it's full of weeds. Oh, my laundry basket. It's full of weeds. And there's a lot of chaotic gardening going on. But for the most part, it's producing quite well. We're getting produce every single day. And we're happy with it. So that's what counts, right? So, anyways, thank you so much for sticking around. this far into the video, and if you stick around a little longer, you'll see our garden tour. We're gonna start in the front yard because I'm so proud. We're actually getting some tiny tomatoes. Look at that. So gorgeous. So within the next couple of days, we're gonna have cherry tomatoes, and we have quite a bit of them. This is only 3 plants in very small buckets, so I'm quite surprised, but the roots have gone into the soil. So they got quite long. We have a lot of cherry tomatoes on the way, so excited about that. And we have a bunch of zucchini also on the way. Gotta get rid of that, but it's okay. I'll come back out here later. We have zucchini galore. I'm already gonna have to pick this one, but I'm not ready. I already have a bunch in the fridge, as you guys saw. This raspberry plant is trying so hard, and it actually gave us about 10 this year, but it's not producing anymore. But we've got all of this and all of that for next year, and a few more cherry tomatoes that creeped in here, and a few more here. So this is the front garden. It's quite small, but it produces, honestly, better than it's ever produced. We've been here 3 years, going on 4 soon, and we've never gotten this much food out of the gardens here until this year, and I'm quite happy with it. Let me show you the back garden. So my husband's goal in life has been to grow his own eggplant, and we keep getting flowers. We have these 3, we've got another one there. We've got these 3 plants this year. They're doing really well. They're doing the best that they've ever done for us. We've got flowers, but not sure if we'll actually end up having an eggplant. We have cucumbers galore, and I'll show you from the inside as well. And we have a whole other bunch of them over there. Then we have a bunch more here. We've got one hiding over there. Lots of babies on the way too. So we're quite happy. We love cucumber and we buy it every single week. So to not spend $2 for a single cucumber is wonderful. Some dinosaur kale, I believe. These ones aren't doing as well, but this one is booming. These are beets, but we're going to probably be harvesting just the greens this year. And then we've got carrots and the carrots are doing okay. I think we might end up just harvesting the carrot tops as well. Not sure. Now this is where it gets hectic. We have hostas. Our weeds took over, but we have lavender, and a bunch of mint. We've got 3 varieties of mint in here. That's after 8 mint, mojito mint, and we've got another one here. Not sure. And then we have radishes galore in the middle. They're a little overcrowded, that's fine. The greens are edible on them. But really, my favorite part of them has been the seed pods. So I let them go to seed, and I harvest the seed pods, and truthfully, I prefer these over the radish. They're not as strong. They give a nice crunch. They're very nice. Also not as earthy. They've got that little green freshness to them. We've got tomatoes. These are Scotia tomatoes. Some strawberries. These are garlic chives that I need to come harvest. Beans that got attacked by the bugs. Like, they look sad, but trust me, they looked worse and they're recouping now. We're going to be clearing all of this out at the end of the season, but our strawberries haven't been producing very much this year. We get the odd strawberry here and there, but we're just going to clear all of this out, except for the strawberries. Put a bunch of extra earth, we're going to remineralize it. We're going to give it a bunch of good stuff and then put a bunch of mulch so that next year it doesn't look like this. And then we have more beans. These ones did not get attacked. These ones are doing wonderful. And we actually have a bunch of beans ready to harvest. I'm so excited. These look so great. I'm so proud. I'm a little sad that we're going on vacation in September because this has actually been the best garden that we've had all year. But we're gonna have friends home sitting for us, so at least they'll get to enjoy some of this. My daughter brought this over. Don't mind that. We have some asparagus. We have 1, 2, 3 more mint that migrated from the other bed. No idea why or how it got here, but it's doing better here than it is over there. So, gonna need to transplant that. We've got, sorry, I squirreled off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I've got a 7th asparagus plant in the front yard. The 7th one, I thought I had grabbed everything last year when I transplanted it to the back, and it shot up this year. So apparently I have 7. I'm going to need to bring that 7th one back here, and we'll see if next year I have an 8th one. But these are only on their 2nd year, so we've only gotten like 3 or 4 asparagus shoots out of them so far. Maybe next year we'll be able to actually harvest. So see, this is one kind of mint. This is the after 8 mint. This one's got that dark stem and it really smells like chocolate. And then we've got this one over here. I believe this one's the one that migrated to the other garden bed. But yeah, so that's our garden. So that's our garden. That's everything that we have, that we've been harvesting, that will be harvested, that is coming up for harvest, along with all of our wood in the back that we desperately need to start piling up for the winter, but it's fine, it's okay, we'll get there. So we've got the greens going. We're good on that. So I hope you guys stick along for the ride. I will bring you out for the garden harvest as much as possible. I will let you know what we eat on a daily basis, if not every other day, but I will definitely try. We've got a teething toddler right now, so I won't always be counting her meals in, and if you see that she doesn't have a plate, don't think I'm not feeding her. I promise I'm feeding her. She's been preferring breastfeeding the past couple of days, which is fine. I understand she's got teeth coming in, that hurts. So we are just letting her do her thing because we can't force her to eat. And when she does eat, she eats quite well. So anyways, thank you for coming along, and we'll see you on the next video.